Let's have a look at example 13. In example 13, it said in a senior class, all 29 students take one or more of biology, chemistry, and physics. The headmaster is informed that 15 take biology, 15 take chemistry, and 18 take physics. So this is going to be a Venn diagram. They've drawn the Venn diagram for you here. Okay, this is something you would have to do. Okay, you have to produce this. And they've done the three circles inside. Now one represents biology, another represents chemistry, and the other physics. Now we're told that 15 take biology, so we know within that whole circle that's labeled B, that should add up to 15. 15 take chemistry, similarly, within that whole circle of C, that should add up to 15. And 18 take physics. Okay, that within the circle of P, that should all add up to 18. All right, now it says 10 take biology and chemistry, so that's biology and chemistry. So within the intersection of those two circles, that area there should be 10. 5 take chemistry and physics, so between chemistry and physics, this area here, the intersection, should add up to 5. And 7 take biology and physics, so biology and physics within that area, the intersection, should add up to 7. The question is, how many students take all three subjects? When you deal with this kind of problem, the unknown is just the middle one. We'll make that the middle one. That's also what we're looking for. How many students take all three subjects? Well, that is the intersection of the three circles, the area labeled X there, that area there. Okay. So we put an X in there. Well, if we put an X in there, we know that within this region, in all that region there, that's the intersection of biology and physics. They told us here that biology and physics, it's 7. So if we say that's X, that must be 7 minus X, because the whole thing adds up to 7. 7 minus X plus X is 7. Okay. Okay. Similarly, the students who take chemistry and physics is 5. So if that's X, this little area here must be 5 minus X, because the intersection of chemistry and physics is 5. So 5 minus X plus X is 5. So that's still true. And 10 take biology and chemistry. So if that's X, biology and chemistry, that must be 10 minus X. So this black writing we can put in just immediately. Just put that in. Just draw that in. Put your X first. That's the first step. And then we can label these ones in relationship to X. Now let's go through the next part from here. It says 15 go into set B. We know within that entire circle it's 15. That means this area, remember, ignore the red writing X minus 2. We're actually looking for that. We're looking for that. So what we're saying is, how do you find that area? Okay. We know most of this circle already. We can see we've got a 10 minus X, we have an X, we've got a 7 minus X. They told us that for biology, 15 take biology. So this area here, the leftover area, must be 15 minus X minus 10 minus X. Okay, be careful of using the bracket there. Make minus 10 minus X. And then minus 7 minus X. And that should give us the remainder part here. And it does. Be careful when you expand this. That's minus 10, minus X minus 10 plus X minus 7 plus X. The answer is X minus 2, and then they wrote X minus 2 there. Okay, and with C it was the same. They said that with all of C, there's 15 students. So we start with the 15, we take away the X, we take away the 10 minus X, careful of the brackets, we take away the 5 minus X, we go through the algebra, we end up with X. And the same with physics. 18 students took physics, so it's 18 minus 7 minus X minus 5 minus X should give us this remainder. And through algebra, we get X plus 6. Okay, so we have all of that. Now they asked us, how many students take all three subjects? We want to find X. The way to find X is, we remember there's nobody we've got 0 here outside the circles, so we know within all those circles, we should have 29. Okay, so that's the 29 here. And then we just use algebra and just add up all these. We've got our x minus 2, that's from here. 10 minus x is from here. That's the x from there. And then the 7 minus x is from here. The minus x is, the 7 minus x is from there. The x is that one there. We've got 5 minus x is from there. And then we have the x plus 6 is there. And that should all equal 29 because they told us there's 29 students when we solve for x, and x is 3. So 3 study all of the subjects.